Hi, this time I am going to. It's going to be a difficult video to make because it's based on a spur of the moment sort of emotion or feeling. You could also say that it's based on a random thought. I just got, how would you say, caught up in the moment of the excitement that comes every time that I am going to be running a game. No matter the campaign, the session, if I am participating as a player character, as a game master, there is always this sense of going on a journey. And that's what immersion is all about. That's why the role playing Knights of the Round Table, we put so much emphasis on this because it has a lot to do with a certain portal. Let's put it like that, as a symbolic way, like a portal. For example, you could be in the best place in this planet, the most. Think of the most wonderful, amazing place that you can, yes, that you could experience in this planet. Well, rather in this world. So, you could be, like I said, in the under the best conditions. You could have all sorts of pleasures related to food, sex. Could be anything. The best installations, you could be like in a five-star hotel room, anything. Enjoying all sorts of pleasures, both from the artificial civilized world and from nature. But if you're not feeling well, you're not going to be enjoying any of that. If you are depressed, if you are bored, if you are feeling sick, if you are sad, etc., anything. It's all about those feelings and those emotions. When it comes to immersion in tabletop role-playing games, you have so much control over your own emotions based on the immersion that you have achieved, that you actually feel as if you are in the most amazing place. Even if you are gathered in a small room around a table with your friends, it feels as if you are actually going on a dimensional journey, going to another place entirely. And even if it's a realistic setting, it feels as if you are just taking the qualities, the personality of the character that you are role playing as. Whether you are participating as a player character or as a game master, referee, dungeon master, in that case you actually embody different personalities because you are controlling all of the different non-player characters. It's such an amazing feeling. I think that's a feeling that you should never lose. If you are about to run a session and you feel, oh yeah, that's okay, it's fine, it's okay, I would consider that. I'm sorry, I know that a lot of you sometimes experience that, but I would consider that extremely lame. You need to feel really excited every session. You know that you are doing things right and you have achieved immersion when every session feels like you are going on a journey. You don't even need to ruin your head using substances to do that. You are, by stimulating your own emotions through immersion, you are definitely, your mind, your heart, your spirit is going on an adventure, on a real adventure. But the cool thing is that because it is a fictional environment, anything that happens in that adventure, you're going to be safe at home or wherever it is that you are running the game. So this is just like a love letter to immersion. Always create that immersion, seek for it, try to strive to attain it. That's why we put so much emphasis on that. Not killing the immersion through, can my character do this? What do I see? What do you do? All of those things, they are poison to immersion. Even if you are using the mechanics of your system, even if you are making those rolls, even if you are using some points, some tokens, some cards, you either have to develop the ability to go back and forth between the real and the fictional, or perhaps part of you is always on the fictional world, kind of like that superhero. What was his name? The Max, like he kind of existed between worlds. So, or like Odin, the teachings of Odin one of his eyes, you know how Odin only has one eye, one of his eyes was left in the spiritual realm, in the numinous dimension. So he's always looking at both planes of existence, or both dimensions, the tangible physical world and the intangible spiritual reality. It should happen the same way with tabletop role-playing games. Even if you are making those roles, like I said, perhaps writing things down on your character sheet or going through your character sheet, you must always have part of you within that fictional reality. You must attain that bridge, that connection. Or like I said, maybe you want to look at it from another perspective and you're actually always making like the jump. Your awareness, your higher consciousness is moving between the fictional and the real. So yes, you know that you have achieved immersion, or at least part of it, when you feel as if every session that you are going to run, you are going on a real quest. And that is extremely exciting. Throughout my life, especially when it comes to horrible school life, it always felt such a relief that you could change the way that you look at things just by playing a tabletop role-playing game. Suddenly, you move between the dimensions, the real and the fictional. And by enjoying the fruits from both, you can actually face the dangers from both. Sometimes things that happen in a tabletop role-playing game can be used in, for example, well, I'm going to be very ambiguous about this, but during a Vampire the Masquerade session, we actually came up with a plan to help a friend. There was this guy in his corporation doing all sorts of bad things, and we actually brought him down by using the machinations that developed during a certain scenario in the Camarilla, like I said, because this actually happened in a big corporation, so I don't want to... Yes, it's very delicate things, but the guy ended up losing his job. Maybe... No, it's very difficult, very delicate. Maybe I was going to say, maybe one of these days, I'm going to give a few more details, but... Well, like I said, suffice to say, you can take down some very bad people by learning some experiences, some things when you play your tabletop RPG adventures. That is the power of the imagination. Those simulations can actually be translated to some real life scenarios. And likewise, whatever you experience in real life can be... You can make the jump with all of those reality tools, into your game. You come up with ideas to solve puzzles, defeat enemies, etc. based on what you have experienced or you have seen in real life. So yes, I think that's about it. Thank you for watching this video and all of my videos. If you have any other comments or questions, especially those related to that immersion, that feeling of moving between worlds, please let me know in the comment section below. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you and see you later.